Phil Abraham at Philip_ABR. Hey Jocko, could you share some specific principles or techniques of getting in shape like a SEAL? Any exercises worth overdoing? This is something I need to be careful about because I'm kind of a person that thinks all exercises are worth overdoing, and I got to be careful of that. Honestly, there's so many training protocols out there. And, I remember years ago when kettlebells first started becoming popular. And a guy sent me hey, you got to check these kettlebells out, and sent me a book. And, I'm all about getting stronger. So I was like, yeah, let me check it out. And so I get this book and I'm reading through it. And, a couple days later, he emails me and says, what'd you think about the kettlebells? And I said, well, yeah, if you lift heavy things multiple times, you're going to get stronger. I mean, that's, you don't have to be a rocket science to figure that out. And so same thing with, any of these training protocols that are out there. Guess what? They all basically have the same kind of concepts. And you can argue about all of them, but you got to lift heavy things. You got to move fast. You got to sprint. You got to jump. You got to do plyometrics. You got to do calisthenics. You got to do bodyweight exercises. These are all things that I do. So those are the protocols. If you're looking for something that's specific for let's say the basic SEAL training, you're going to do push-ups, pull-ups, dips, run, swim, rope climbs, flutter kicks. It's just basic exercises. Once you get in the SEAL teams, you take those core concepts and you put on top of them squats and deadlifts and cleans. And, you can mix in some more advanced exercises with rings and whatnot, but that's it. What you really need in all this is consistency and hard work. And, I wish I could come up with some $1 million phrase that would, that I could patent and sell, but people have been saying it for years. It's about hard work. It's about consistency. It's about getting up in the morning and getting it done. And those are the keys to progress. I got a question